This is Tom from the 125 Live TechMates team in Rochester, Minnesota. Our main purpose is to assist 125 Live members with technology. Our YouTube videos and website can be enjoyed by anyone free of charge. Classes and personal assistance are available free of charge for 125 Live social members. Non-members are charged a $10 guest fee. Call 507-287-1404 to join. In this video, I use the term right mouse click or right click a lot. A right click is the same as a two-finger click gesture on a trackpad. To learn more about trackpad gestures, take a look at our Mac trackpad gestures video. I also use the terms system preferences and settings interchangeably. If you right-click on an open area of your desktop, it will open a window with tools to personalize and clean up your desktop. Let's take a look. The first item that you'll see is New Folder. If you click on that, you'll get an untitled folder. I'm just going to name it Test C. There we go. So now we have a new folder called Test C. So I'm going to do a right mouse click to open up the window again. Another interesting option is Get Info. I'll click on that. And it tells you lots of details about your desktop. It tells you general information about it, where it's stored, when it was created, and that sort of a thing. So I'm going to close that now. Do a right mouse click to open up the window again. The next option is import from iPhone or iPad. You can see the grayed out right now, the choices. If I had an iPhone or an iPad connected on one of my import ports on my computer, then I'd have those options available. Next option is change desktop background. If I click on that, it'll open up a window for desktop and screensaver, and it will be on the desktop tab. For most people, most people might just want to pick a desktop picture, or colors could be pretty interesting, like black, for example, or red. So colors might have some potential for some of you. Getting back to the desktop pictures, your Mac comes with a selection of pictures, and you can pick any of them that you might like. And I happen to have this one that I'm hovering over, Catalina Coast. If I click on that, it'll be back again. So you could select any one of them. You can also pick a photo from your photo library, folders, and if you click on the plus, you have the opportunity to add even more things from your computer that you might want to choose from. Another feature that some people like is you have the option to change. If you click on the checkbox here and select change picture, right now it's on every day, but you can change it to change every 5 seconds. It's a rather interesting selection of, that might be a little bit too busy for a lot of us. You change it every minute, every 5 minutes, 15, every hour, every day. Maybe you might want to be presented with a different picture every day when you when you open up your computer. And you can also choose a random order. So just randomly select photos and change them on your desktop. And if I unselect that, it'll go back to where it was, which is the Catalina coast that I had selected. Also, you have an option here to click on screensaver. And you can choose from a number of choices there. And you can also say how much time it's going to be before your screensaver will kick in. Mine's set at 30 minutes. And you can show it with a clock. You can use random screensaver, that type of thing. You can also turn on hot corners. Click on that. You can choose what each corner of the screen will do. Different choices as far as what they can do. It's something that a lot of people don't realize they can do that you might find you might like to use that feature. So let's take a look at some other things. Let's do a right mouse click. Use stacks. Now if I click on use stacks, you'll see exactly what that does. Right now I've got my folders just kind of messing up my desktop wherever. If I use stacks, it'll put them in one neat group of stacks. Now you also have an option that you can group them by date added, which is what they're already in. Date modified, so that changed the order a little bit. Tags, which I don't have any on, kind. That switched them around a little bit. So let me mess them up again. I'll show some of the other. Oops, first of all, you got to remove. If you don't remove stacks, it's going to keep automatically stacking them for you. So I unremoved the stack, it's just going to put them back the way they were again. So let's see some of the other options, what they would do. If I click on sort by snap to grid, they must have already been in the grid. If they weren't, then it would put them in the grid. So right now I put snap the grid on. It'll always make sure that if you create them or move them around, they'll be within a grid. So if I put two next to each other, it actually line up. Put one below the other, they'll line up, that type of thing. Clean up, see what that does. That's what it did. It kind of lined them up. You can do clean up by kind, puts them into a stack and organizes them. So you can experiment with that a little bit. If you've got a real busy desktop, that might help you clean it up. And there's one more thing to look at, and that would be the show view options. And at the top, we have stack by options again. Sort by options. Something that you didn't see yet, though, would be the icon size. I can change the size of the icons from really small to very large, or somewhere in between. Another thing you can do is you can change the spacing between them to be very little or a lot. And I'll put it in the middle again. Text size, you can change the size of the text. There's bigger. There's larger text there. You can also change the position of the label. There it's on the right or the bottom. You can show item info. And here you can see there's 2 items in this one, 16 in miscellaneous stuff. And you can also show icon preview, which I'm not going to do because I might show some of my personal information I don't want everybody to see. So that's it. I hope you found this video helpful. If you still have questions, send us an email with your name, phone number, and a brief description of your question. Personal assistance is available free of charge for 125 Live social members. Non-members are charged a $10 guest fee. If you aren't already a member, call 507-287-1404 to join.